So many people have asked me, why do you focus on cassava and not other commodities? So I'll show you something and then we'll continue from there. So I want you to look at that name. That woman is one of the biggest, cassava processor in the whole of Africa, because Nigeria is the biggest producer in the whole world. So she's basically the number one, the queen of cassava in the whole of Africa. So no wonder she's making an annual turnover of $12 million. Convert into Nigeria, you go shock how much she's making. Now if you go down further, you would see, aside the annual turnover, you see the varieties or the byproduct of cassava in which she processes. I'll still show you. Now here you have her customers are the multinationals. That means these multinationals such as Dufil, Unilever, Nestle, as you can see down here, these are the people she supplies to. So she's meeting a niche, you understand? She's solving a problem. So she's ensuring she meets up to their demand. But even at that, she's not able to meet them, I assure you, because it's in my field. So there are very few commodities that can give you this amount of turnover annually, and it is something that you can do locally without having to export. So the joy of it all is that this woman processes everything locally. Do you know what it means to source commodity locally, and it is accessible everywhere in the country, and they were the biggest producers? So she's leveraging on a particular niche that people have neglected over time, and she's doing absolutely well. So if you convert $12 million annually, I don't know how many rice you would have to buy to be able to have that kind of annual turnover. I don't know how many sesame seed you'd have to buy to get that kind of annual turnover. And remember, one advantage she has is that these are just local markets. She's satisfying the local market. So the Indomie, a lot of these things you buy that has cassava product in them, she supplies. So that is why we tell our investors to come in. This market is bigger than you can imagine. If somebody in Nigeria can make $12 million annual turnover, imagine what we can do, people who are a little bit lower than she is. So the market is huge. So I'm calling on a lot of investors. Imagine you're investing into the transport sector alone. Your turnover is going to be massive. So this is not like it is from an export. No, it is just based on the local market. And we know the local market. We know how to run it. We know the secrets of the local market. You can keep your money in the bank. Yes, it is safe and all of that, but the amount of dividend you're getting from investing with us is something that you cannot get. It's difficult to get it elsewhere. So one of the advantages is that we are not gatekeeping this information. We're willing to share this information. We're willing to give investors the opportunity to come in and make money for themselves as well while the company grows. It's a win-win for everybody. So if you're interested, send me a DM.